See them ban it in America now. They ban Black History about America. Can't believe that. Yes, them woke system. I'll tell you, say, they teach the children they must not be taught anything about slavery and what white people did to the Native Americans and to African people in a Turtle Island. Yes, it's Turtle Island, it name, you know. That's where the Native Americans, whatever we want to call them Native American neither. Because Turtle Island, that Masland name, that was called Turtle Island by the so-called Indians. And them are no Indian neither. We have to watch it. Another Wednesday again on the cutting edge. We want to give thanks to you who going to stay with me until 2 o'clock. We have a nice little program line up here. So this is Black History Month, you know, so we not forget that. We're not forgetting it. February is Black History Month. That is what we are saying. So them celebrate also reggae in this month too. Two of them can coincide still because reggae created by black people. We have to give some historical reference to the music itself. But we're not going to make you forget, say, this is the time of the year where you could have able to take up a book for once about blackness, about history, about great people that came before us, that we could be here today saying what we're saying. Tonight, we start out with a gem by Dennis Brown, which celebrated the first, which is Saturday. We had a wonderful night at the concert in the Enderman College there. It was sweet. May I tell you, sweet, sweet concert. And we also pay tribute to him down a Hero Circle. We give thanks for that. You know, Dennis Brown is one of the man them was the man have more hits than hits. May I tell you. But we have, hey, why you love Todd? Todd sent me an album, long playing, double album, long playing. But a 2 tune, him never put, well, a 3 tune, him never put on it, but they love sick on it, you know. This is one of them. So if anybody know Todd Dawkins and area say, tell him, say, Muta say, me love the album, me long playing and the extended version them. And I tell him, say, 2 tune, he miss out. The one I play and the one I'm going to play next. Listen. Whole heap of people on radio. They ever know. Them hear the artists them sing, but them don't know them. Because if them don't know them, they would have mentioned them. You have 2 artists in Jamaica who have contributed a lot to the Jamaican music industry and otherwise. Well, we're not going to say the 3rd artist because everybody know, say Bob Marley was born on the 6th of February. But you want to know, I'm going to remind you about 2 artists. One passed away, him named William Alexander Anthony Clark. Long name. I bet you don't know who I talk about. Bonnie Ruggs from Third World, born on the 6th of February. And we have Derek Harriott. How can you know left out Derek Harriott out of the celebration? How do you deal with it? Only can go left out Derek Harriott out of the celebration, Rasta. Derek Harriott still about China, must about 86, 87 years now. We hope to have him on the program in the night, yeah. So we're going to take a break and come forward. Well, guess what? We have Derek Harriott on the phone now. Derek, how you do, man?
The man who writes this musical chariot.
Hey, Derek. Let me tell you something.
On your show, anytime.
Yeah, I can tell you something. You see, you make me get locked out of my house many nights ago. A VIP go listen to your chariot, you know. I went to go home, my mother locked me out, and I said, watch out, go on back where you come from. So he was doing so I listened to you for years.
Yes, I'm from way back.
Yeah, then tell me something. In a 20-odd minutes, you're going to be how much year old? In a 20-odd minutes.
Right.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
But me know you gone far past in the 80s though. Trust me. I don't want the girl them know.
No, I know it.
All right. Tell me something. How long ago your record? From what time, what age your record?
From you know, I never even thought of that.
You never think about it?
Quite some time, do you know?
Yeah, me know, but you have someone that tell me so them start from at 12, Dennis Brown, start young. I mean, how you record Dennis? You have a tune, the Lips of Wine, right? Are you record it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you can't remember how you get to meet him up for record it?
Well, you know, I look at thing, that tune they know. It have a name before that. It just wasn't fitting.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Are you change the name?
Change the name, man.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him that a tune, what's you know? Obsession. Whoa, obsession. But something never right.
Yeah.
Change it, Baba. Dennis, sing thing them man. Lips of wine, whoa, lips of wine. In the morning, lips of wine. You know, it was more thing.
So that was the first tune him record, or it go? Tell me how it go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So how much of that tune record with him? Or how much of that tune record with Dennis?
Quite a few others.
Okay.
But I'm here buckle stuff really now.
Yeah, me understand, man. Don't worry yourself, man. You just answer what you can answer. All right. Let me tell you something now. All right, let me ask you something now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something, because a lot of people don't know this, but me going to bring it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a youth, I have an album by a group named the Tams, a doo-wop group named the Tams.
Yes.
And when I listened to Derek Harriott, I realized Derek Harriott loved the Tams more than how Jesus loved little children, to the point where most of the tune on the album there, you cover it. What is it with the Tams that you cover the whole, almost the whole album? What is it?
I was inspired by the Tams. You know, according to the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And came through pretty nice because they seem to even people who know about the Tams love the Dennis Brown version or that person version, or I loved it.
Yeah.
Several of the thief and the Tams.
You know, a whole heap of one don't know that I'm in a dancing mood. Is the Tams will do it too. But Delroy Wilson sing.
Yes.
They're on the same album where you cover a whole heap of the tune them. All right.
Yeah.
You move from, you never move from it, but you go from artist to sound system operator, and then you go to a record shop where if you want any kind of vintage old record or so, CD, you can come at Derek Harriott one stop. Or you branch off from leaving the sound system and going to the record shop business, still recording, but going to the record shop business.
It goes with just loving music and a whole, and certain things that you wanted to do your way.
Yeah.
The way that they did it. and you dived into it, you know.
Yeah.
And it does something. And then the way where you bring it now, that I would have brought it. It was preferred by the masses.
Mm.
And I was glad for that, you know. But it just juice right in the machine.
Yeah, yeah. But the Derek Harriott musical chariot there, may I tell you, man, VIP days was something else.
Show them days, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
Sombrero Club.
Sombrero Club. Oh, you mean, man? Me follow you go all over the place, man. As a youth, I go to school, me follow you go all over the place. Your Meritone, I'm my two favorite sound system in all them days there. Trust me. Yeah.
The musical chariot.
Yeah. All right. So, Derek Harriott is a well-known artist in Jamaica, except for the youth them, because as we say, them are celebrate, I'm not afraid to say it, them are celebrate all kind of things in February. And the only artist that mentioned in February is Bob Marley. And him born on the same day with you and with Bunny Ruggs. Bunny Ruggs born the same 6th of February. Oh, as a man who you're born before Bob Marley, you're born before Bunny Ruggs, you're much older than him and thing. You think said Jamaica treat Derek Harriott fairly as it relates to the contribution we make to the music business?
Well, no, but was reasonable accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we know so we did accept you as youth. As youth, we did accept you. But in terms of all the galavans where them are going with now, artist this or artist that, it's like, me hardly hear certain, I can call other artists too, but me hardly hear certain artists come up and your name is one of them, and me kind of feel jealous for you. Feel jealous. You know, because I said Derek Harriott is a man. Trust me, man. Him deserve more than way, Mr. Jamaica. A galavant all over the place and I do still, but I guess it's so it go. So tell me something, you just lay here and relax and thing, you know, when I go out again.
Maybe try to keep low.
Yeah.
In terms of not showing up.
You're not going nowhere again?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to your shop neither? You're going to the shop still?
Not for a while now.
Eh?
But I was touring on the quiet, you know.
Well, most.
What let me ask my good friend Lorna Thomas.
Yeah.
She was briefing on quite a few things. But the lady that did and a big selling album.
Oh, Channel Money.
Channel Money.
Money.
You know.
No, Channel Money.
Yeah.
And her album, she did use the rhythm and use her lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, Channel Money is a foreign artist.
Yeah, man, me know. She dance and crazy like what?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, man, me know. So him do a tune with her, or she produce a tune, or go?
Derek didn't even know about it, yeah.
Eh?
Derek didn't know that she did it. Somebody
oh, she cover him tune.
Yeah.
Which one I tune them?
The loser.
The rhythm. She was the rhythm. And then the rhythm.
Well, my wife love that girl, the man. My wife love her, believe you me.
Yeah.
All right. You know, as I talk about that the last time, may you go on a flight for go to Canada. You're not going to remember that still, but may you take a flight to Canada, go do some big show in one Jamaican, something like that keep, and we do a show in there. And when you start to perform, me hear some people behind me and say, didn't him a dancer? Him not old.
I think for the 60th anniversary, independence. I think that's what it was. I think I recall you being there.
Yeah, man. We go by the same flight. You are the people that behind me, you know. I said, but wait, Derek Harriott, no old man, old man dance, old man, a kick foot and thing on the stage there. I say, I saw it go. You're well taken care of, man. I can't say that. Well taken care of.
I let loose.
Yeah. So as you say, you rest now, you know, you just keep cool and know so well. In your 80s now, you do your work, you go relax now. And just go and reap the fruit of your labor. You still get royalties and all them something there?
Yes.
To be frank, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And your shop still go on all right?
Yeah.
I
So
left it for a while, but it's still going, you know.
But people not buy CD like first time again though. I mean,
No.
me used to come buy enough CD me have when me buy a shop, you know, enough CD, especially the old time hits them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, the soul tune them, it's hard to get. Where you used to play, where Soul Shock used to play, and where Meritone used to play. On your shop, you can come see some of them tune there. Because I remember when people used to rub off the label off of the record them. True, them no want nobody know how to do the record them.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, know you used to do it too. Anyway,
Rare occasion.
no, because I tell you the honest truth, you know. You say me come at your session them, and me come at Meritone, and me even play a certain tune. Me go stand up beside you now and watch the label, you know. If you see the label, have on the name of the tune that me can't go get it. And most of the time, I see the label black. I say, wait, about the rub out the label.
Weird rub out.
Yeah. I watch the Winston Baker call it, the tune some different name. But you don't even know what the tune name to. Him say a different name from what the tune really name. But that's how it go. Anyway, I don't want to keep you up here because I know it's here. You know, I know it's here. I want to say give thanks, you know, give thanks to really accommodate way. And
I don't know if you know about it. But we did put on a session there, you know. Myself.
yeah.
And then Susie. My friend that run El Susia
Go, Exusia go, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man, up a camp where the man we put on a session, man.
Oh,
Wicked.
we never did that session there.
No?
No, I'm mostly VIP and Sambiro me come, mostly as youth.
But that was the most popular spot them for that.
Yes, Sambiro and VIP. I did some usually go soon. I'm going to paint place up at Red Gathering with Meritone and swing. But, yeah. Anyway, as we say, I'm going to make you go back to your bed, yeah, man. You know how it go? I'll make you go back to your bed, because
I don't reach the bed yet.
you don't reach your bed yet.
No.
All right.
I don't. But,
So- Yeah. Talk, man.
a lot of nice session you used to put on, you know. Me and El Susia go, man. You used to put on some wicked session with Bob.
Mm.
You know, and that kind of place, hey, man, I tell you now, when we put on a session, there's a spot up at camp. I don't know if you used to call it camp. You know?
Yeah.
And place run, you know.
Yes.
We featured Bob. And the good. You know?
Bob Marley.
Yes, man.
But no,
That's
it did, but one night, the way that they know the performing a VIP there too. And Bob Marley did have a cut over him eye. I don't know where him get the cut from, but him did perform in a VIP there. I think I hear sound system that are playing there too. I don't know.
Yeah, I
if you
think we could play that another session there.
yeah.
I will have some and carry to other sound systems, you know.
Yeah. All right. Give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Yes, and some one and two nice thing out there, you know. In terms of music, still going solid, you know.
Yeah. By the way, what to the man they were used to produce? You know, what to them man there were used to produce? Oh, it's a long story and all them man there, eh? Keith and Tex.
Why? Hey. Come here, like you know about my artist.
Hold on. I can tell you something. Me used to go to Kingston Technical, you see? And Scotty used to go to Kingston Technical.
Right,
and your shop did the King Street corner there, so on Beeston Street that, or Charles Street. Yeah, and Tough gone over the other side of the road. And Greg rides off them road on the Chancellor Lane, so, and Randy's the pan King's pan Parade, so.
Parade.
Your sister, I don't remember if your sister, you know, she named Marie Harriott. She was in at the record shop.
She's still kicking, man, and doing well.
Me just say that other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me know where you come from them time. I don't know you before the Derek Harriott shop. Cause school me used to go when you have the Derek Harriott shop. And Scotty turned big when them sing Penny Fire your song. Of all the girls them. All the girls, Penny Fire your song. I tell you. So it was a child prodigy in a school, man. Yeah. And then them go start do the nappy performance them. Children, yes, Baba, where have you been to? So are you personally shaped that, or is how it go? The federals, after the federals, Scotty, your concept, the ideas?
Yes. Quite a few ideas that came up from we was carried over to other artists.
Yeah.
Who follow the pattern, you know.
So you have contacts with them, man.
Good entertainment, you know, them time, you know. With good, solid entertainment.
Oh, you mean, man? Oh, gosh, man. May I tell you, man. Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet, man. So you keep in contact with them, man. They come and know some of them, they are like Canada and all them places. You know, them don't live at Jamaica.
Still keep in touch.
Yeah, that is good. All
but
right.
those who are around, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Thank God that quite a few of us are still there kicking, you know.
Yeah, I see that.
Thank God that some people really did decide to really pay with some nice royalties and things.
Yeah. All right, so give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Every time.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
So it's always nice and copacetic hearing from people like you, you know.
I'm so glad that I got you, man, especially in the night, when I know, say, at 4 minutes time, 5 minutes time, you're going to be your birthday. Say happy birthday to you.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, man. I say, me the first one I will tell you happy birthday. Happy birthday, Derek Harriott.
Thank you, man.
5 minutes, motor.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. The man say 5 minutes. But think at 12 o'clock. 5 minutes. But me want to tell you that no.
I was in contact that you're a bit shaky and
on the time. Yeah, true. Come here, look on the clock and I mix up the short hand with the long hand. All right. So as I say again, happy birthday when it come. Give thanks for the interview. And, you know, we meet up again.
But you know, did you call Marie Matters name?
Yeah, man, that Mr. Man say, yeah, marry. She know
Mary is on the board, you know. If a man just brush near one of my tune them, you know, she make me know that. You know what I mean?
She used to go to school. She used to go to Kingston Tech too.
Aye. You hit the nail, man.
Yeah, man, she used to go to Kingston Tech. I see her the other day, about 2 weeks ago, I see her. I'm a friend still, man. Me and her a friend, man.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
One of the songs that I am gaining a little small from
Yeah.
Barry, but this was the one who notified me about it because I never even know the person's name.
Yeah.
And she informed me, you know. And it was one of the very noted songs on the album. You know, on the album.
You mind saying which song?
What song was it? Oh,
Which song she say?
what song was it again, Lana? The song. Oh, the loser. The loser was the.
Okay. All
She
right.
notified me that this person who had a big name at the time.
Yeah.
From it. You know,
Yeah.
he let me know that the person touched it.
Yeah.
He had the name, and she realized that I should be in a little small, you know. Anyhow, thank God for that.
Yeah, of course.
People look out for you otherwise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
In case you don't know, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
To notify me, you know, that the person.
And you could have more out there too, you know, where you don't know about too.
I know quite a few more, man.
Eh?
You can say me and it sound like not show off, you know, so.
No, man, where you say, man, then a time for you show off, man. Where you talk about, man? I want like you for show off now. You can't pass everything, you know. I run, you know. You still a run, you know. You can't pass everything. So which other tune? Tell me which other tune, apart from the loser. Eh?
It's keeping from me now. I don't know why. But sometimes I get dragged with it. Yeah, you know, you remember now, it's spirit.
And when you hang up the phone, you're going to remember.
Hey! I tell you.
All
But
right.
people really has talent, you know?
Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah.
Some blues busters come right up.
Yeah, you record some tune with Blues Busters, so don't it?
No, we just on the same level as in terms of contest, different contests and so.
Yeah.
You know, came through and it was very lovely.
Why, you have a tune the way, anytime you do it, man, the woman, them, you was going in and she was checking out, and may I tell you?
But that tune, man.
May I tell you? That tune there. That tune they hold them every time, man. No matter what, them tune they hold them every time. All my three lovers and all them tune, them tune they hold everybody every time, man.
But coming like you remember, most of my cats have more than me to
No, well, you know. You don't believe me when I tell you, say, me used to get locked out of my yard. For go at Derek Harriott musical chair. Me used to get locked out. At school, me I go, you know. Yeah, at school, me used to go to school at 15-year-old, 14-year-old. And me get locked out of my mother. She must go back or go sleep when me there. Me have to go to my child club. Go lay down on one of the bench them. So it was no. Yo, I love the music, man. I have every one of your album, them. Everyone.
Blow.
Yeah, man. Every album where you do. The Donkey Years, this one and this two, Riding the Musical Chariot, Rocksteady Party, Songs of for Midnight. I mean, every one of them I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Songs for Midnight Lovers, I think is the name.
Midnight Lover, yeah. Yeah, man. Songs for Midnight Lovers, yeah, man. Close to Me, Born to Love You, Lollipop Girl on the Streets. You know, I mean, I Care, My Three Loves, I'm Only Human. Have you seen how you do over from the Child Lights? I mean, you name it, man. I have every one of your tune there, man.
Close to Me was number one tune, you know.
Yeah, that was a cover too. Close to Me.
Yes.
Yeah, close to me. Darling. Close, yeah. All right, sir. All right, we're going to move now, Bridget. We're going to move. Thanks.
Yes. Say out to all the fans and...
No, man, you can't say it, man. Them a listen, man. You can't say it.
Folks, it has been a pleasure for your support and really helps my career to be what it was, to have the name. A man, can you imagine a man at this stage, man, call you and want you to do specialty everywhere.
Oh, you mean, man? Derek Harriott, especially in a dance hall, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You mean, man? Of course. So
yes.
you do it? You do it?
If I do what?
You do the special M?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Not really, but them still ask, no.
Then I just go and do it, man. Special buy car nowadays, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Special all put to us house now.
Tell you.
All right.
You have a big point there, yes.
Go and do it, man. All right, Bridget. We're going to move.
All right. This has been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man, you
show because I always listen to your
man.
you know, and it has always been a delight and inspiration.
Give thanks. Yes, Derek Harriott, musical chariot rides on. As we say, tomorrow is Derek Harriott's birthday. Great musician, great sound man, and great entrepreneur as it relates to in business. Who reach 90, you know? Believe you, babes, who reach 90. Yeah, man, I know some car more than 85, you know. But them who reach 90, trust me. 86, all right, see there, 86-year-old. Yeah, man. I'm far that, you know. Far that. Believe you me. 86 little more, enough that. We're going to switch gear now.
Ira FM really rocking, you know?
Yeah, the one called Bunny Ruggs. Lead singer for Third World before he passed away. He used to have a solo album and he used to sing long before Third World too. Long before him going at Third World, he used to sing. But we're concerned about the tune them we make where people know. And the first time them go to Nigeria, them sing this tune here because of the feelings. And you know, say, about a couple months before me down there, couldn't come out of Nigeria. Bunny Ruggs, late Bunny Ruggs coming through, as I say, little more from this. It would be in birthday. Yes, it would be in birthday. Lead singer of Third World from a long time. Passed about 10 years ago. Give thanks to science and technology, man. That all them things that can be preserved. Yes, preserved. Give thanks to it. So we're there with you. For the Black History Month vibes, as we say, Reggae Month vibes. You know, we just feature two artists were born the same day or the same date in the same month. We will continue the journey, but before we play the next artist, which is Bob Marley, we will play this. What I'm saying, man, history. We need to get some of them things and sit down and listen to it, or going away with phone and Google it. Yeah, man. Can't say we don't know again, you know. We did have an excuse one time, but there's no excuse for not knowing African inventions, very key to household things that you use every day. Yeah, that you just use it and don't even know who first do it. That's we can't have it now. All these things we need to know and get some quality feeling. Make us feel good about ourselves. Because most of the things them that we give us, or them give us over the years, is negative things. That most of us, the farthest we know about Africans is that Africans come here as slaves. We never come here as no slave. We came here and was enslaved. Yeah, man, I can't say it again. We never come here as no slave. We come here and was enslaved by Europeans. And them teach you say Africa is a poor place and people are run up and down naked, animal and wildlife. Wildlife. You see, look at them now. Going to Africa for dig out the mineral resources, turning Africans against Africans because of those mineral resources that feed the Western world. Feed the Western world. Africa is not a poor country or continent. It's very rich. But because we never place no great emphasis on certain minerals we see now are used to develop science and technology. We did more deal with nature and life, the preservation of life. Now them halfway, I dig the same thing now. Because them come and turn around the thing per way. We used to have our own cultural expression. So we'll talk about the cultural expression what we have in Africa. And we used to survive for thousands of years. We in Africa survive. We never have certain disease that plague we. But with the contamination of the Western world and Western society, we see the earth take a turn and a shift. And the earth starts with rebel. Yes, the earth starts with rebel. And now we are trying to set it back. We, the people of the sun, we, the people of the earth, we have to set it back. Are we going to perish with it too, just like whosoever set it the wrong way? So we know what it is to live a life of contentment and joy and happiness. But now we live in a system where it does not allow you to express that love and joy and happiness. Because every day is something will tumble down upon you. So you have disease now like high blood pressure and diabetes and all sorts of different things we confront with. Now we have to fret if anything ever happen to it, if we go out a road or when we in our kitchen and eat certain food. We never used to do all them things there. We are say We have to take Black History Month serious. See them ban it in America now. They ban Black History Month in America. Can't believe that. Yes, them woke system. I'll tell you, say, they teach the children they must not be taught anything about slavery and what white people did to the Native Americans and to African people in a Turtle Island. Yes, it's Turtle Island, it name, you know. That's where the Native Americans, whatever we want to call them Native American neither. Because Turtle Island, that Masland name, that was called Turtle Island by the so-called Indians. And them are no Indian neither. We have to watch it. We have to wake up. How long we going to hear that? How much time we say it in the past 30 odd years? Wake up, Black people. Journals. And in all of that, we ask the question, are we as African people going to just dance and sing continuously? You hear how much inventors we just spread out upon it a while ago. The simplest little thing them like a house, and the larger things them, is Black people invent them. Not to mention some of the things them in 1,000, 2,000 years ago. Black people again. There was a library in Egypt that a guy named Alexander the Greek. We call him Alexander the Greek. In a European history, them says Alexander the Great. Well, Alexander went to Egypt where science and technology, philosophy and all these things was a mainstay in those universities. People like Pythagoras, for those of you who do mathematics in a school, know who Pythagoras is. And them say, is him create the Pythagoras theorem, or what them call it, theory, but you know. Him couldn't have created it because A squared plus B squared equals C squared. The Egyptians, them did have to know that for build the pyramids. Yeah. Oh, you find the height of a triangle or one side of a triangle, whether it's an isosceles triangle or a perpendicular triangle. Oh, you find these things. The Egyptians, they must have known how to do it, to build the pyramids. That Pythagoras could have go Egypt and then come back to Greece and say, him have a theory where nobody don't know about. And in all of that, Alexander burned the museum, the library, burn it, and take the book them when he want to take and carry go back to Greece. Alexander the Great, according to them. Google what I say, because that's all I have to tell you now. For further information, go up on your iPhone. Alexander burned the museum, the library, and carry some of the book them go to Greece. And them have the book them there and study them. And then come out with all sort of things out of the books and say, it's them originated, them create the idea and the theory of all where you see a go on, you know. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. And as long as we can wake up ourselves, you know, because we put ourselves to sleep. Yes. Bob Marley, you know, for those of you who just joined me. We started out an interview with the man called Derek Harriott. Long time, nobody know hear him on radio. Anyway, for that matter. And then we do a tribute to the man called Bunny Ruggs, former lead singer of Third World for years. And you know we have to give you some history lesson, as usual, Black History lesson, since it's Black History Month. And in between that, we're playing covers of Bob Marley songs. And so far, we've gone redemption song covers. And we play about 4 of them, I think, already. Yeah, we start out with Stevie Wonder, and we go to Sweet Honey in the Rock. We go to, because if I can remember, the Magic Fat Check, you saw. And we go to Eternals. So 5 of them we play so far, redemption song. We're going to give you a next redemption song, yes. Oh, yeah. Osh. Osh, trust me. That is so funny. That is so funny. Because you know that children name redemption song. So I tell you. Redemption song, you know. All right, make go again. Actually, Kicho redemption song. You know, it's weird, you know, because this is one of the more popular songs of Bob Marley out there, covered by enough people. And a lot of people don't know, say, that song was influenced by Marcus Garvey. The lines in there, none but ourselves can free our mind. It's Marcus Garvey words. Now, look how much people in Jamaica know this song here. And the redemption song doesn't make no difference to a whole heap of people because it's just a song. It's just a song. Yet still is a cry for redeeming African people, redemption of black people. And it say everything what it's supposed to say in the lyrics. All pirates, rabbis, you know, and we need to emancipate yourself. Because you see them ban Black History Month in America. Them ban Black History Month, them so start ban, well, them start already still black literatures. Literatures that show you the history of black people in America and Jew slavery, John Croism and all these things. We need to wake up. We can't say it more time than more time. We need to wake up. You see how the thing I go now? You hear the guy say, Trump say, he want to buy. Listen to me, you know, he want to buy a country, you know. And him go again now, just yesterday, and say he want to own, America must own Palestine, you know. And the people, them, all the 2 million people, them there, he want to move them, go to Egypt and Jordan. And the 2 countries, them say, no, that can't work. What you talk about? What you talk about? Ethnic cleansing, them talk about diplomatically, you know. And that the Israeli, them want here, you know, say, the most powerful country in the world, the leader tell them, say, same people, them want to fight, where the Israeli, them want to fight for kill off, genocide. Donald Trump come now and I tell them, say, look here, we can clean up that place, you know. Because we want to go back to no one or nothing, you know. So, I will find someone to send, you know. In the first place, him say, the people them say, no, not like that, so. The only way can go so if Arabs and the Jews them have a 2-tier reasoning upon the state of Palestine and the state of Israel. Him come now and I say, him want to move the people them off there and create a tourist resort. That him I say, literally say it, you know. Him talk about that, you know. Yeah, man. Him want to make it into hotels, big hotel there and tourist resort. Meanwhile, the people them pan the land and say, look here, I don't care what you want to say. It could have mashed up a little more. It could have broke down this little more. We're not leaving Palestine. We're not leaving Palestine. So you know what happened now? You see, if him go by force now and try to say, make the people them move, is another Hamas thing that will rise up again, you know. Yes. What a terrible thing. The man want to buy Greenland. The man want to annex Canada. Canada. I never know say Canada have all army, you know. Canada come like one of them country where just soft and nice and the people them just decent. Yeah. Them no mash hands. And the man now come and wake them up, man. Say, watch out. When can be the 51st state of America, you know. Of course, he might be the president. And whosoever them elect over there so as for them president, he might make them the governor. What a terrible thing. What a terrible thing.
The Zambian government bishop sold the copper mines in northern Zambia to an outside consortium for $25 million. The copper mines for $25 million because they couldn't manage to keep them. The company that came in and took over the Zambian copper mines in 3 months made a profit of $75 million. They did not pay the Zambian government up front in cash for the mines. They were going to pay them over a period of time. Here we have this company that has an understanding of how things work, raised the money at the government's expense, took money that the company should have, the government should have been making, and gave it back to the government and said, we paid our debt in full, and give them now 0.006% of the proceeds of copper mining. When right outside the door there's people in poverty, people in not eating, people ignorant, people dying, high levels of AIDS, and what's the deal? Churches are full, people are praising God, Africans pray all night. Prayer is not in the success equation. Prayer is in the revelation equation. Decision making is in the success equation. You have to make a decision and be sound. We have to be disciplined and make sure we go and get what God has called us to get. You can be full of the Holy Ghost, but you can still be ignorant. But as for me and my house, I will get understanding. I will get understanding. I will get understanding. It's time now for us to rise up and be counted. This year, the country of Ghana turns 50. Ghana was born the same year we were born, in 1957. Ghana and South Korea had their independence dates on the same day, the same year. But look where South Korea is. South Korea is by nature not a Christian nation. South Korea by nature are Buddhists. China, which is the next large world economy, they have stated that in the next 10 years, 20% of the Chinese people will be multimillionaires. That means almost 450 million Chinese will be millionaires. They are not Christians, they are Buddhists. The Japanese are Shintoists. Those in Indonesia and Malaysia are Muslims. It's not about praising God and hallelujah and a great thank you, Jesus. It's about possessing an understanding as to how things work.
RFM, #1 reggae station in the whole wide world.
The Zambian government bishop sold the copper mines in northern Zambia to an outside consortium for $25 million. The copper mines for $25 million because they couldn't manage to keep them. The company that came in and took over the Zambian copper mines in 3 months made a profit of $75 million. They did not pay the Zambian government up front in cash for the mines. They were going to pay them over a period of time. Here we have this company that has an understanding of how things work, raised the money at the government's expense, took money that the company should have, the government should have been making, and gave it back to the government and said, we paid our debt in full, and give them now 0.006% of the proceeds of copper mining. When right outside the door there's people in poverty, people in not eating, people ignorant, people dying, high levels of AIDS, and what's the deal? Churches are full, people are praising God, Africans pray all night. Prayer is not in the success equation. Prayer is in the revelation equation. Decision making is in the success equation. You have to make a decision and be sound. We have to be disciplined and make sure we go and get what God has called us to get. You can be full of the Holy Ghost, but you can still be ignorant. But as for me and my house, I will get understanding. I will get understanding. I will get understanding. It's time now for us to rise up and be counted. This year, the country of Ghana turns 50. Ghana was born the same year we were born, in 1957. Ghana and South Korea had their independence dates on the same day, the same year. But look where South Korea is. South Korea is by nature not a Christian nation. South Korea by nature are Buddhists. China, which is the next large world economy, they have stated that in the next 10 years, 20% of the Chinese people will be multimillionaires. That means almost 450 million Chinese will be millionaires. They are not Christians, they are Buddhists. The Japanese are Shintoists. Those in Indonesia and Malaysia are Muslims. It's not about praising God and hallelujah and a great thank you, Jesus. It's about possessing an understanding as to how things work.
Looking at the Emancipation Proclamation. Hello, welcome to the Daily Bell Ringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also, I'd love to see your answer to question number 5 in the comments below. So after the Union forced Robert E. Lee and Confederate forces to abandon the Maryland campaign at the Battle of Antietam, President Lincoln seized the opportunity to make a bold move by issuing the Emancipation Proclamation. So what was the Emancipation Proclamation? It was an executive order signed on September 22nd, 1862, just 5 days after Antietam, that stated as of January 1st, 1863, all enslaved people in rebelling states would be free. Now, first, a couple of things. What is an executive order? An executive order is a written and signed published order from the President of the United States. It is not passed by Congress, and Congress cannot change it or get rid of it. However, Congress can pass legislation that basically blocks it, such as cutting off funding to whatever initiative the president is trying to support. This is where we need to look back at the Constitution and understand that the president has executive powers that were not really clearly defined in the Constitution. Second, of the 4 million men, women, and children living in slavery at the time, Lincoln did not free any enslaved people in the order. It only applied to states that were rebelling, and they obviously were not following federal law and not going to follow an executive order. The border states that remained loyal to the Union but still had slavery were excluded from the proclamation. Lincoln wanted to make sure these border states did not leave and support the South. So Lincoln had urged those states to gradually emancipate and free people. But if you were to think back to the time period of sectionalism and how honestly on every front the federal government had defended slaveholders' rights to hold people in slavery, you might be wondering how Lincoln was able to issue the Emancipation Proclamation. After all, the Supreme Court had declared slavery to be constitutional in the Dred Scott decision. During the summer of 1862, Congress had passed 2 laws pertaining to enslaved people. First, the Militia Act, which allowed African-American men to serve in the Army as laborers, not soldiers. Second, the Confiscation Act, stating that all slaves taken from Confederate supporters would be permanently free. Keeping these acts in mind and the surprising military success of the Confederacy was having in 1862, Lincoln wanted to take away anything that might aid the Confederates' cause. So he argued he had the authority to free enslaved people as a military necessity under his power as commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Lincoln stressed that enslaved people were aiding the Confederate cause by providing labor for them. So in order to defeat the Confederacy militarily, it was necessary to free enslaved people. Furthermore, in the proclamation, Lincoln opened up full military service for African Americans. Now the Union had even more manpower to call upon to fill their ranks, and thousands of African Americans rushed to join and fight for the Union. Also, by issuing the proclamation, Lincoln ensured that Britain and France, who were very much opposed to slavery, would not come in to aid the Confederacy. Lincoln knew well that as soon as the war ended, the Supreme Court would tear his Emancipation Proclamation apart, and slavery could possibly continue. That is why Lincoln frantically pushed for the 13th Amendment to be passed before the war ended in 1865, so slavery would be ended permanently. Many military leaders told Lincoln that white soldiers would not fight for ending slavery. We have to remember that most Northerners were not opposed to slavery for moral reasons. Most Northerners were opposed to it for economic reasons. Racism and injustice were just as rampant in the North as it was in the South. And so Lincoln really had to try hard to sell this idea to Northerners that our nation was founded on the principles of freedom and liberty, and that slavery was really, not consistent with that. Lincoln had been working on the proclamation since July of 1862 and had wanted to issue it earlier, but his cabinet advisors advised against it, saying that the nation was just simply not ready for it. They convinced Lincoln that if he was going to issue this proclamation, it had to be after a major Union victory, which was hard to come by in the summer of 1862. Although Antietam was not an all-out Union victory, Lincoln felt it was enough to issue the proclamation. And so as soon as the proclamation was issued, printers began making collectible prints of the Emancipation Proclamation. Several are on display today in museums, but the original proclamation, which was a 5-page document with a signature page at the end of it, is today kept at the National Archives in Washington, D.C. So although Lincoln did not officially free any enslaved people with the Emancipation Proclamation, it shifted the focus of the war. From January 1863 on, the war was not simply about keeping the Union together. Now it was a war to maintain the Union, but also to ensure the liberty for all Americans. Lincoln, I believe, said it best in his famous Gettysburg Address, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. So with that, hopefully you learned something.
Yes, hopefully you learned something. You hear that? Hey, them things I will just play them, so, Black History Month, we are giving you some things where you can go Google after the program done or tomorrow. Somebody just WhatsApp me and say, I'm Macon and Blake birthday today. What call it birthday? Why I tell you, the birth, 1 more year, my friend. I tell you. We are continuing now with Redemption song.